Hello everyone, I'm pleased to be standing here today introducing to you the TaylorMade Aero burner HL irons. The HL is something quite unique to our market. It's something that we have in our stores as a cost-effective version of a TaylorMade iron for those higher handicappers out there. You'll see there's an extremely wide sole on this. I'll show you the back there. You'll see how low the center of gravity has been placed and how far away from the face it is. Everything is geared towards stability, making it easier to hit for you, as well as easy launch, hence Aero burner. Gets it up in the air really nicely. Just to give you a brief difference between the original Aero burner and the HL, the original has a PVD finish or a physical vapor deposition, so it's a little bit darker, and it does have the speed pocket. The HL version that we're talking about today, they've removed the speed pocket and they've done an all chrome satin finish on this. Now, the loss of the speed pocket's not the end of the world. It is inherently a very, very forgiving head. Let's jump straight into the first thing I mentioned previously, is this massive undercut cavity that we've got there. Now, if you have a look here, my finger gets lost in there. I mean, I can feel my entire nail is actually disappearing. It is one of the deepest, most aggressive undercuts we have seen on the marketplace by anybody. Now, all that basically does for you, freely suspends the face, adding speed. Speed obviously will give you a little bit more distance. But by also undercutting it that far, it gives them the ability to pull the weight away from the face. If I show you that there, this is where the face is. Look at where all this weight is centralized. This again adds to stability. You can imagine with all the weight sitting towards the back end of the golf club and very, very low down, if you miss hitting the golf club, it doesn't really want to do that much purely because the weight is pushing it straight through. So that really, really is good. Then adding into that, with the weight being as low down as it is, the club always will have a tendency to want to add a little bit of dynamic loft towards impact. In other words, helping you get the ball up in the air a lot easier. Tie into that a slightly shallower face profile, again, just helps you get the ball up in the air very, very quickly. They have fitted the Reax 85 gram steel shaft yet again. And I say yet again, that's kind of been the shaft they have featured throughout burners in every single generation of them. It's a shaft that works in this type of product. It is aimed at the guy swinging it a little bit slower or the guy that's lost a little bit of speed, looking for help gaining distance. An 85 gram shaft will definitely do that for you. In an iron like this, the offset is quite important purely because the guys looking at this or wanting to look at this are generally the guys that tend to lose the golf ball a little bit to the right. The offset on this club helps you square it up a little bit easier, fighting that left to right shape, trying to hit it a little bit straighter, while, as mentioned before, trying to get it up in the air very, very quickly. Again, combating losing it a little bit right. Last thing that I need to mention to you, if I just tilt this down a little bit, you'll immediately see how big this top line is, how chunky it is. Now, if I put that down, I see that top line. This screams to me this is going to go miles. This is really forgiving. This is really easy to hit. So again, it ties into what I was saying at the top of this insert, that we're looking at clubs for the higher handicap here. A higher handicap or even a mid-handicapper looking for tons of forgiveness will find a lot of confidence in that top line because it looks easy to hit. It looks easy to get up in the air. All in all, guys, for the higher handicapper out there, even the beginner golfer looking for something that's cost-effective, name brand, but packed with technology and you're not going to pay an arm and a leg, definitely have a look at the Aero burner HL irons. They are forgiving. They look nice for an oversized iron, I must say. That offset is not off-putting. Really good iron. I suggest you have a look at them.